Welcome to Module 4, Video 3, your role in moving the industry forward and the future of AI and news. Let's face it, there are some newsrooms that are still reeling from the internet revolution in the late 1990s. Then there was a one-two punch of smartphones and social media that disrupted newsroom distribution channels in the late 2000s. Today, it's artificial intelligence. Everyone working in news and information needs to dig into the capabilities and pitfalls of AI because it's here to stay. The more we can experiment together, the greater our chances of controlling the outcomes of this digital disruption. By understanding the technology, we can also establish our limits. AI can enable us to personalize content, but that personalization comes at a cost to audience privacy. Will we go there? What are the limits? And what are the transparency measures we'll take to explain that to audiences? Many people who get into journalism are by nature curious communicators. Staying curious is the single biggest ingredient for winning this moment. But you have to be willing to sail off the current map. Take, for example, OpenAI's examples page and what its GPT 3.5 technology can do. With some webhooks built through tools like Zapier or Make, you can create simple automations. Yes, you. These are basic recipes that can be followed to increase efficiencies in your workflow with features like automated summarizations. Or try out a sarcastic chatbot for fun. Small, independent newsrooms, this is your moment. This technology has never been more accessible in terms of basic recipe construction and affordability. Because of this AI arms race between big tech companies, prices are drastically reduced. With fewer layers of bureaucracy than large newsrooms, it will be small newsrooms that guide the way through AI in the next few years. Chatbots have demonstrated the public appetite to have questions answered instead of a series of blue links listed. Search engines will be radically overhauled in the next year. How audiences find our work is about to get even more difficult. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter are no longer referring or prioritizing local news articles. Soon, many questions asked into a search engine will present a paragraph that summarizes that information and may offer a few links below that paragraph. SEO will go from being a large dartboard to having to hit a bullseye every time in order for your content to be one of the few featured links. To get around social and search disruptions, newsrooms need to prioritize building their own audiences on their own platforms. Newsrooms that fare better in the post-ChatGPT world will have their own news apps, a variety of specialized email newsletters, podcasts, and WhatsApp or SMS groups. These are all points of connections with audiences that will need a lot of steering to direct people to your news and information. In thinking about this new disruption, I think about past disruptions, like when the Associated Press pioneered the use of the telegraph in 1899. Because the telegraph connection was unreliable, AP started to put all of the pertinent who, what, when, where information at the top. This style is now known as the inverted pyramid. As I mentioned earlier, chatbots have demonstrated the public appetite to have questions answered instead of a series of blue links listed. So how might the disruption of AI, like the telegraph, change how newsrooms present information? Offering 800-word articles on the front page of the newspaper has clear limitations in this new format. Newsrooms need to watch public behavior around interactive chatbots and consider how to update its point of connections with a modern audience that has diverse needs. Like many of you, I am swimming in articles and white papers to read. There has been an avalanche of technology releases in the past year, and it's difficult to keep up. I rely on academics to help explain this moment that we're living in, to even explain sometimes my own work. Academics aren't in the news cycle. They have a little more time and space to reflect. And data. We need them. Nick Diakopoulos wrote the book on automating the news and started the blog Generative AI in the Newsroom. Natalie Helberger, Meredith Broussard, Felix Simon, Hannes Kuhls, Nadia Schatz, Anna Schatz-Hansen, Mark Hansen, Hilke Schellman, Jeremy Gilbert, Joe Germuska, Subbu Vincent, James Turk, and on and on. Thank you. Your work is critical to help newsrooms move forward and set limits with AI. Your analysis will be essential when we look back 10 or 15 years from now to help explain how it all started and what this time really meant. In the forums this week, please share your forecasts about what news might look like in 5 years. Let's keep learning together.